Speedy Gonzalez was banned by Cartoon Network for being an offensive stereotype, only to be returned after mass protest by the Hispanic American community. I guess he made a fast turnaround. Happy Sunday, everyone, and welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Akorn. I hope all of you are having a great weekend and that you're ready for today's show, Laugh While the World Burns, where we highlight some of the idiocracy that is modern-day society. If you enjoy this series and want to see more, please help support the channel and watch this video to the end. Hit that like button, and if you haven't already, smash subscribe and click that bell, and share this video with your family, friends, and social media. We have a lot of good memes and plenty of idiocracy news this week, so let's get into it. Man jailed for carrying replica sword from Legend of Zelda video game in public. Well, I'm just sure the streets over there in the UK is just that much safer since they caught this violent offender and confiscated his letter opener. The courts side with drag queens over parents. Again, like that's a surprise. Judges once upheld laws banning obscene male and sex ed, but now declare lewd conduct too vague to regulate drag shows in front of kids. After they got done drinking the Kool-Aid, they went and got the Brondo. In order to improve ticket sales, Disney is adding a scene where Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs set fire to a Tesla Cybertruck. That still won't improve sales because the theaters don't hand out tickets for free. My husband loves America. My husband hates America. My husband can't remember America. If Abbey Road was released today. Ban on housing discrimination based on immigration status passes Oregon legislature. Portland, Oregon, after passing the Oregon House on Monday a bipartisan bill that would ban housing discrimination based on a tenant's immigration status, is heading to the Governor Tina Kotek's desk to potentially be signed into state law. Potentially? If it makes it to her desk, what do you think the potential is that she'll sign it? Senate Bill 599 has several provisions. This includes banning landlords from inquiring about or disclosing the immigration status of housing applicants, tenants, or household members. It's 2042, and your Tesla robot just found out your grandparents set a Cybertruck on fire. How many Democrats does it take to fix a problem? Nobody knows. It's never happened. Well, it's not like the other side has done much better all these years. They don't have no room to talk. "93-year-old man shot apartment manager in both legs over water damage in unit." You never know when somebody's just having a bad day and you just pushed their last button. How many countries tax their citizens and send money to the United States? Nobody. Trump is a dictator, says the party that wants to decide if a baby should live or be murdered, how much money you should earn, what energy source you should use, what words you can say, what they can do to your kids without your permission, how you must refer to what a person wants to identify as, and who can own a cordless hole puncher. California mandates homeowners install wheelchair ramps on porches for disabled burglars. Yes, this is from the Babylon Bee today. But in this day and time, it could show up on ABC News tomorrow. When judges and prosecutors side with criminals, what could go wrong? You mean when the judges and prosecutors become criminals? Democrats. In the 90s, they sent this boy back to Cuba. Today, they want these criminals back in the U.S. Social Security. It was never running out. They were stealing it. Yeah, and they have been all along. All the people that has paid in money to Social Security, they were never supposed to touch the funds that went into Social Security. That was put in there by the people that was forced to pay into it, and it's supposed to be paid back to the people that paid into it. And it wasn't supposed to be used or given to anyone else. A new CNN poll shows that a majority of Americans support deporting all illegal aliens. Don't let any Democrat tell you this isn't what the people want.
Luigi did what had to be done. Some justice just can't wait for courts. No, where's the due process?
McDonald's is now offering unhappy meals to sad liberals. Instead of a toy, it comes with a box of tissues and a tampon. Governor Tina Kotek now supports withholding $1 billion of Oregon's kicker for wildfire costs. Kotek told reporters that suspending $1 billion of the expected tax refund could be crucial to pay wildfire costs. Colombia protesters clarify they only want death to America after America is done paying their student loans. Yeah, I'm sure they do. This state just made misgendering grounds for child removal. If you thought affirm or lose custody was a conspiracy theory, think again. Colorado just wrote it into law, and the rest of the country should pay attention. I tried to warn people about this back some years ago. I told them that at some point, the governments would use CPS to take people's children for this exact reason, under the claim that they will call it child abuse. Westfield Stratford furniture thrown. Hackney teens charged. 2 teenagers have been charged after a seat was thrown from the top floor of a multi-story shopping center in Stratford. The boys, aged 14 and 16 from Hackney, have been charged today with criminal damage with intent to endanger life. The update comes after social media footage went viral online of heavy seating being hurled over the top floor railings in Westfield Stratford on March the 1st. And this is actually the video that they apparently posted on social media.
Go, yellow. There's no way this guy's clean. Oh no.
Understanding liberal politics isn't that hard. You just have to think like they do. People who enter the U.S. without our permission are illegal aliens, and illegal aliens should not be treated the same as people who enter the U.S. legally. Chuck Schumer, 2009. Yeah, I think he should go for it. What do you guys think? Greta watching you choose an oil field job to support your family instead of letting them starve to death. The suspect is gender fluid, but assigned male at birth, identifies as a unicorn. They are wearing non-gender specific clothing, which the color does not matter. Why are we running out of money for Social Security and Medicare, and not for welfare, illegals, and free college. And a whole lot of other things too. This is what my FBI agent is gonna see from now on. That's actually pretty funny. 33 years as a woman, 3 years as a man.
Yesterday, a creep told me he loved my long hair, so today I cut it.
Good for you, I guess. New World War III map has just released. Red, the bad guys. Blue, bad guys, but blue. People who bypassed legal process and migrating to the U.S. demand legal process before being kicked out of the U.S.
There are 72 genders, but 2 political positions. Mine and...
Until y'all get this crap figured out, I think I'll just stay away from this mess. Don't blame me at all, Sasquatch. You'd be a lot better off just staying out there in the woods. Dudes in 50 years be like, are any Democrats planning to fly to Gaza to check on the well-being of American hostage Eden Alexander? Or do they only care about foreign MS-13 gang members? Politicians have never cared about the citizens, especially here in the U.S. Find someone that looks at you the way Biden looked at Clinton after Clinton signed Biden's crime bill into law, bringing mass incarceration to Black Americans. China has secretly installed kill switches and solar panels sold to the West, which could see Beijing plunge its enemies into darkness in the event of World War III. And of course, nobody figured this out until now, right? After China's been making most of the stuff sold in the US for 30 years, engineers have discovered kill switches embedded in Chinese manufactured parts on American solar farms, raising fears Beijing could manipulate supplies or physically destroy grids across the US, UK, and Europe. What do you think's in all the phones and who knows what else? Nobody wishes they all could be California girls anymore. It's breathtaking how fast AI is screwing up the education system. Thanks to a new breed of chatbots, American stupidity is escalating at an advanced pace. The AI industry has promised to disrupt large parts of society, and you need to look no further than the U.S. educational system to see how effectively it's done that. Education has been disrupted, all right. In fact, the disruption is so broad and so shattering that it's not clear we're ever going to have a functional society again. Yeah, the students are using AI to write all of their papers and things for them, and the teachers are using AI to grade those same papers, let alone all the other stuff that's taking place with this. Disney's unforgivably insensitive American theme park. Feel what it was like to be a slave. Apparently, this was back a little while ago, but at some point, Disney had built this, it wasn't a ride, I guess you'd kind of call it an experience. It was supposed to be based around the American Civil War and the Underground Railroad. To say the least, it never took off. Look, the average Democrat voter is just plain stupid. They're easy to manipulate. That's the easy part. Hillary Clinton as told to Dick Morris in Rewriting History, 2005. Victims were treated for minor injuries at the local hospital emergency after their smart car hit a squirrel on Highway 21. Witnesses say the squirrel fled the scene. Of course, all scientists agree when you censor the ones who don't, and take their license and many other things. A Stranger Things fan had her life turned upside down after being catfished by a scammer claiming to be Dacre Montgomery, who plays Billy in the series. The single mother says she left her husband for the scammer after meeting on an online forum and even sent them nearly $10,000. How is it possible that people are still falling for these type scams? And further, if she was stupid enough to leave her husband over this, then she got what she deserved. Maryland's first black governor blocks reparations bill, disappointing fellow Democrats. Governor Wes Moore says he would rather see action than another commission. Unfortunately, from what I have gathered, he's not against reparations at all. He just wants it to be done faster. They want to pay reparations to people who have never been slaves, and for it to be paid by people who never owned slaves. Just like the other 95% of the country who also never owned slaves, even during the years that slavery was legal. Male athlete trounces female competition, wins 2 girls' events at track meet. Local residents have protested the male athlete regarding his obvious athletic advantages over females. A male high school track and field athlete placed first in 2 of 3 events he took part in at a recent meet in California. The issue? All 3 of the events were female competitions. Last week, Jurupa Valley High School's Ab Hernandez competed against girls in the high jump, triple jump, and long jump at a meet in Ventura County. This will keep happening if people aren't willing to stand up and speak out. I urge all female athletes in this position to use their voice. You gotta do more than that. You gotta refuse to participate in these events, regardless of the discrimination by the schools or governments that will be done toward you. Regardless of that fact, refuse to participate in this sickening nonsense. When you see someone get out of a car with California plates and walk towards a buffalo, yeah, you might as well just get your camera out and film it, because even if you told them, they're not going to listen to you anyway. Still kind of blows my mind that women fought for the right to experience this. They manipulate the people to get them to do what they want. I just heard Katy Perry drove past a hospital, and now she's a neurosurgeon. When it's your first time in an art museum, well, the way that they have that hose folded is a lot closer to art than most of the stuff that they hang in these museums these days. Congress acting like $37 trillion in debt isn't such a big deal. Government promises, government programs. I sold my lakefront vacation home to feed the poor. April Fools. No, they last all year long. Here are a few lawn signs I'm waiting for. My Tesla bought after I drop him off at the casino with $100 and 24 hours to make $1 million, or I turn him into a toaster. During the Nuremberg trials, even the media was prosecuted and put to unaliving for lying to the public. Climate activist. The science is settled. Me. Cool. That means we can defund your research since it's settled. Climate activist. People cannot be trusted to govern themselves, but people can be trusted to govern others. You know, you honestly want to ask, how could people be so dumb? But at the same time, we don't bother asking these days, because this is just another par for the course. Give a Democrat a fish, and he will eat for a day. Teach a Democrat to fish, and he'll create fishing license, tax your rod, identify the fish as endangered, and close your fishing spot. White people then, white people now. Remember, someone ordered this door with a peephole. Of course, I didn't mean to offend you, but it was a huge bonus though. We can finally enjoy warm nights on the back porch again. 736 mosquitoes liked your post. Mosquitoes here isn't that bad, but the ticks and the chiggers are far worse. And I'll end today's show with this. Domino's branded potholes appear after pizza company takes to road repair. The companies say their infrastructure project will prevent pizza being damaged in transit. I want to thank all of you who watched this video to the end, as it really helps to support the channel. If you like this series and want to see more, then please share these videos with your family and friends. Consider hitting that like button, and if you haven't already, please smash that subscribe and click the bell. If you would like t-shirts, hats, mugs, and more, while also helping to support the channel, please check out the Akornzstash merch store. The link can be found down below in the video description. That's all for today's show, but I'll see you all back here on Friday's show. Until then, I thank you all for watching. You guys take care and stay safe this week. This is Akorn, over and out.